they need to get the feel, they need to trust it, they need to not be surprised by it. And I think, we're starting to scratch that right now because we are going to find ways to move bases without base hits.
Like you said there last week that everybody has a clean slate. How much are you starting to look at guys, and how much does evaluations to come into play now as these games start?
Well, that's why you play them. I mean, you play them to evaluate, and then you just try and evaluate smartly. I mean, you don't try and read more. You don't try and make less of it. With Correa, the guy that's going to make on your club, you just move on from that start. Just move on from it. But we're starting to watch for things. We're starting to trying to package together at bats for hitters right now, as you've seen with some of these guys. We're going to run 2 games tomorrow. Everybody's going to be in play to pick up more at bats. I'm trying to keep guys fresh. Nobody sit too long. So this is what it's for. This is the only lab we have to work within right now, and that's to play these games and see where they take our guys through the competition.
We saw an application of Andrew hitting third today, and kind of what he could do in that hole. I mean, he could do that on the first hole, but the power in it, what he does. Speak to that a little bit.
He's got usable power. High percentage of his home runs hit last year. I'm not going to say they're all because he's hitting leadoff, but I think a number of them were hitting leadoff, and a bunch of them were hitting nobody on base. I just want to look at it. I think it'd be silly to not look at something different after what we went through last year. Why else would you come to spring training and not move some people around and try and see how we can find an offense that can score more runs? And we're going to, we've got 2 games tomorrow. We're going to move some other guys around to take some looks at some people. But this is the one probably as important as any look as I'm going to take. That one right there, over there.
The flip side of that, has Jose showed you patience, and has he continued to show you patience in the drills, even and in the cage, that he can be that number 1 guy?
Kind of the drills in the cage really don't count.
Right.
We've got to see patience in games, and we played 2 of them. So we'll find out. I've heard some things last year. He had some at bats in the leadoff position last year. We'll see how it plays out. I know one thing that he's been vocal about, the fact that it's a position he would embrace. He's going to embrace any of them. I think the leadoff thing kind of tickles him a little bit different than anywhere else. But we will see. We're going to get him up there. I think he's got the patience to be a good hitter. I think he's going to be a patient hitter. But you got to give him a chance to play.
What's the most positive thing you saw today out there, Clint?
The most positive, probably the number of at-bats we had with 2 strikes and finished the day with 3 strikeouts. We had over 20 at-bats with 2 strikes today. We put the ball in play close to 20 times. I think we had 3 punch-outs today compared to 8 yesterday. We made better adjustments at the plate yesterday. We need to pay attention on deck. We need to watch the hitter before us. We went through a stretch yesterday. We went 13 up, 13 down, kind of soft. Today, I thought we were just in a better place, or it looked like our focus was just a little bit better, and always the quality of the pitching can have something to do with it. But I just thought our game plan on offense played out a little bit better today.
What do you think of having like a 3-game series with the Rays with 1 team though? Spring.
It is what it is, man. Just playing. We'll get to know them pretty good after tomorrow.
It's the I-75 series. It's the rubber.
I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm gonna play the Orioles tomorrow.
If you win tomorrow, though, down in Charlotte, you gonna make T-shirts up maybe?
No, we'll pass. We'll pass.
Thanks, Clint.